Okay.
All right, so this is one of the movies I have been looking forward to for for a while now. Since I saw the little tease for it, I knew it would be funny, but I wasn't sure how much I was going to enjoy it. So get this out of the way. You have Jennifer Goodwin as Judy Hopps, our main character. You have Jason Bateman as Nick Wilde, who is the fox, who is our secondary character. You have Idris Elba in it. She's Chief Bogo, Jennifer Slate, Bonnie Hunt, Don Lake, J.K. Simmons. It was funny. Shakira's in it. You would know that pretty early on. She's got such a distinct voice. It's hard not to notice her, and she does the only song, really not the only song, but the only full song that's in the movie. She does that. So this movie, in a city of anthropomorphic animals, a fugitive con artist fox and a rookie bunny cop must work together to uncover a conspiracy. This is very much kind of like a buddy cop film we have seen that kind of story play out before. What comes to mind for me is Lethal Weapon, but there's other buddy cop movies. Obviously, The Other Guys, which is a comedy one. But anyway, thing is, I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about this movie. I knew, obviously, that you don't have people, you have animals who are doing human activities and everything. It's basically society, or it's felt like it was society, but with animals incorporated instead. But I wasn't sure how much they were going to cover and how much I was going to like or dislike the plot. Again, I've seen a similar type plot, not with animals, of course, but I've seen a similar type plot play out. This movie's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. I love this movie. First of all, voice acting was fantastic across the board. Really sold me into the characters. Our two main characters, I bought them. They had a lot of depth to them. They had a lot of growth throughout the movie, and they played off each other well, which was great. The animation looks stunning, particularly when they're showcasing Zootopia itself, as far as how it works, how all the animals there's different environments to sustain these animals, and it's really cool to see them travel through them and just get that visual view of them from overhead, and then of course when they're going through them. Fantastic. So you got that. It is a buddy cop film, but it's done real well. And even though I knew ultimately who the villain was, what have you, it was fairly obvious to me. I loved the way it played out, but it played out so much so like just a movie. Like, this could have been a movie that you would, just a live action movie that you would see, if they had replaced them with human actors. It's that kind of standard of movie. It does so well. It does such a good job of portraying society that I couldn't help but really love this movie. And I think it does break new ground in that type. It addresses, it addresses everything pretty much. It addresses kind of bigotry or what have you. It addresses sexism to a degree. It addresses particularly racism. It incorporates such a good message for racism and social standing within a society. And the concept of being able to achieve your goals and what have you, and where society places you and how you can kind of overcome that, because it sets everybody, and how people in general have more common tributes, common upbringings. There's commonalities between people that you should look at versus looking at the differences. And you're not, what you are as an individual, as a person, and in this case as an animal, should not be distinguished by your ancestral heritage, which is fantastic. And it addressed the importance of what cops are, and how they're viewed by society too, which I thought was really interesting. It has such a good play on all the social problems that we have in this world today. And it does so without being overly preachy, but it does so in a way that connects with the adult audience, because we understand that and we see that. So we can acknowledge that and see how it's, dealt with and incorporated within this movie. But at the same time, from a child's point of view, who has not been, fully immersed in this, they can understand it from that simpler, standing of, well, everyone has differences, but everyone needs to get along and stuff like that. So there's good messages all the way around. So it works on that level. There are a lot of jokes incorporated in this that will go above kids' heads. And that's the brilliant thing about a lot of Disney movies, is that you have the jokes that are purely for adults, and you have the jokes that are for kids, and they all work together with it, whether it be from a kid's standpoint, seeing the adult jokes, but at a visual level, which is entertaining, and from an adult standpoint, seeing the kid jokes, but again, seeing the interaction of it and all working together and knowing what type of movie this is, who it's garnered for, so we appreciate that. So it does a great job on that too, and it incorporates other movies, which is fantastic, kind of parroting other movies at different points, including other Disney movies, which is awesome that they can poke fun at themselves. And I do think this movie kind of broke new ground in many aspects. I think this is a fantastic movie. It's a fantastic movie on the sense that it works, again, for kids and adults. It's a fantastic movie because it has all these meanings behind everything that's said, and because of the entertainment value from the characters' interactions, from the environments, from the humor, from the sad moments, because there are sad moments, but then the happy moments that happen as well. And again, it works from that simple buddy cop perspective, that it showcases throughout the movie. So there's a lot working for this movie, and I wasn't sure how kids were going to feel about it, but I looked over to my right at a point during the movie, and I saw this little girl sitting in the chair, and her mouth was open, her eyes were wide, and she was just focused intently on that screen. So I think it works just fine as far as kids are concerned as well. So that's all around. It's a brilliant movie. I liked it a lot. I liked it more than I thought I would, and I didn't expect to like it as much as I did. I expected to like it, but I didn't expect it to like it to disagree. So there's seeing no obvious tropes in it, and the fact that the trailers didn't give away too much either, because there's a lot of comedy going throughout it, but seeing nothing really given away, seeing everything pan out the way it does, going in there, having expectations and having them overly met, I can't give it any lower than a 10 out of 10. It is a fantastic movie. I will be buying this movie. I probably pre-order it today, and it might be in my top 10 for the year, maybe in my top 10 Disney movies. It is a brilliant movie on so many levels, and I'm surprised. I'm absolutely surprised and thrilled that Disney has done this. But anyway, that's my thoughts on it. What are your thoughts on it? Go ahead and let me know in the comments below. Hopefully you enjoyed this vid. Click that like button, share, subscribe to my channel, and watch my other vids. I do appreciate it. And in case you didn't see the movie news segment, what I'm doing is, my birthday's coming up. It's going to be on Thursday. I'm going to try to do a video where I'm going to answer any questions that you guys may have for me, as well as showcase my appreciation for you guys, and probably have some topic of some sort that I'm going to bring up, as well as incorporate ideas for future videos that I'm doing. So anyway, if you have something you'd like to ask me, go ahead and comment below. In addition to telling me what you think about this movie and whether you see it, let me know in the comments what your question or questions are. You can do as many or as few as you want, and I will try to answer them. Anyway, that'll wrap this up. So until next time, peace.